What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger. We're jumping back into some Road to the Show today. This time, a 3-game set with the Chicago Cubs at the friendly confines on the north side of Chicago. Let's see what we can do here, because I do like playing the Cubs. I do like playing in Wrigley. Had a lot of luck this season here against them, so let's see what I can do here. Coming in batting .240. Batting third in the order today. 1 out, nobody on. It's a 1-0 ball game. Cardinals in the lead. Jameson Taillon on the mound. He's got a 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 93 on the cutter. 90 on the circle change as well. Here we go with pitch number 1. Inside with the knuckle curve. Easy take there. 1-0. The Cubs are dead last in the division. We are leading the division by 9 games coming into this series, so... Oh, good rip on the four-seamer. Get out in that corner. Come on, baby. Find the basket. Find the basket. No, sir. Long fly ball caught just short of the foul ground warning track. So that's allowed out number 2. Coming back to it, bottom of the first. It's a 2-1 ball game. Cardinals in the lead. Runner on first and 2 away for Matt Vierling. He's hitting .275 on the season. Got an 0-1 count here against starter Martin Perez. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, wow. Interesting play there. Went to try to cut off the base steal. And no, I had to double back to get the ground ball and throw it to first. So there we have it. 2-1 after 1 inning. Bottom half of the second as we come back to it. Jared Walsh at the plate for the Cubs. It's a 3-1 ball game now. Cardinals in the lead. Have a runner on first and 1 away. 0-1 count here against Martin Perez. Let's go for that double play. Not going to happen. Hit and run is on. We take the easy out at first, and there's 2 away with a runner on second now. Top of the third, I'm up to the plate for the second time in this one. Runner on first and nobody out. Let's see what I can do against Taillon this time around. Hopefully a little better than a long fly ball. I'd like to get a base hit here. Oh, cutter just above the knees there. Good pitch, good pitch. Good location for it, too. The 0-1 pitch now from Taillon. Inside with a four-seamer. It's an easy take that evens up the count at 1-1. Pitch number 3 here. Oh, circle change had me just a smidge out in front. Foul ball there makes it a 1-2 count. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Chopper to third. That's going to be a double play. They go around the horn. 5, 4, 3. There's your double play, and the bases are now empty. And 2 away in the top of the third. Bottom of the fourth, we're coming back to it. Matt Vierling at the plate again now for the Cubs. His second plate appearance. Got an 0-1 count in this at-bat with nobody out and nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Another ground ball to the right side. We'll get a glove on that. Throw him out easily at first, and that's your first out in the bottom of the fourth. All right, top of the fifth. 2 outs and nobody on as I'm standing in for the third time here. I got a fly out and ground out on my line score. That ground out should say double play, but whatever. Jameson Taillon still on the mound here for the Cubs. Still a 3-1 ball game. Oh, late swing on the four-seamer there in the top third of the zone. And, yeah, foul ball makes it 0-1. All right, next pitch is going to be low. Well, not really low, but definitely off the plate on the outside end of things. 1-1 the count after watching that one go by. The next pitch, oh, popped up the four-seamer on the outside corner. The catcher for the Cubs is going to make the play easily, and that retires the side. We're moving on to the bottom of the fifth. Correction, bottom of the seventh. Runner on first and 2 away for Christopher Morel. He was kind of cold coming into this one, but he's 1 for 3 on the day so far. Got an 0-1 count against Martin Perez, who's still on the mound for the Cardinals. And he bunts one down the first base line. That's going to be a simple tag out, and the bottom of the seventh is actually over. Holy cow, I can read. Let's move on, shall we? Top of the eighth, nobody out, nobody on. I'm standing in for the fourth time here. Batting average drooped to a .238 after the 0 for 3 performance so far. We have Ryan Jensen on the mound now for the Cubs, though, in relief. He's got a 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 94 on the two-seamer, nothing else over 86. Here we go with the first pitch from him. Inside corner on the four-seamer, late swing, fouled off. We have an 0-1 count here. The next pitch from him. Right down the middle. Slider had me out in front. Cubs have a couple of guys up in the bullpen there warming up. I'm in an 0-2 hole after swinging way out in front of that slider there. And the next pitch is just below the knees there with the four-seamer. 40,885 in attendance here at Wrigley. It's a 3-1 ball game still. Cardinals in the lead. The 1-2 pitch now is inside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Wow. Gone from being an 0-2 to 2-2. Let's see what pitch number 5 gets us. Swing and a miss. The four-seamer on the outside corner, and he struck me out. Took him 5 pitches to do it, though. So that is the first out in the top of the 8th. Bottom half of the inning, 1 out, nobody on. It's a 4-1 ball game now. Cardinals in the lead. We have Tom Murphy at the plate for the Cubs, who's already 2 for 3 on the day. And this is pitch number 101 for Martin Perez. And the 0-1 pitch grounded to me. We'll throw to first with plenty of time. And that is the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals take the win in game number 1. Let's move on to game number 2, shall we? And while that one's loading in, I'd like to remind everybody, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny. You can also like and comment on this video. All of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. All right, game number 2 here. Cardinals up 1-0 again in the top of the first. 1 out, nobody on as I'm batting third. .237 the batting average for me. We have Caleb Killian on the mound for the Cubs. I can't see the speed of his sinker. I think it says a 94. He hits 97 with his four-seamer. Cutter hits 93. Curveball doesn't even hit 80. First pitch is a sinker right down the middle. I send it out into right center field. It is off the ivy. Stand-up double for me. And did the runner from first? No, wait, there was no runner on first. What am I thinking? I have no idea what's even going on here. I'm just swinging. All right, nothing else happens there. At the bottom of the second, still a 1-0 ball game. Runner on third and 1 away here for Luis Torrens. He's hitting .235 on the season. Got an 0-1 count against Frankie Montas. Here's a ground ball to the right side. We'll surrender the run and get the easy out at first. And we're back to a brand new ball game here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. Next batter is Kyle Lewis. He's hitting .218 on the season. He was the 2020 Rookie of the Year. He's only hitting .218 this season, though. Got an 0-2 count against Frankie Montas. And the 0-2 pitch is going to be a simple ground ball right at me. He's not going to be able to beat that one out. The second inning is now over. We're tied up at 1 run apiece. Let's move on, shall we? Top of the third, 1 out, nobody on. I'm standing in for the second time. I am 1 for 5 after getting that double in my first at-bat in this game. 1 for 5 on the series, I should say. First pitch in this at-bat from Killian is on the outside corner with that four-seamer. Swing and a miss. Earns me an 0-1 count. Had good swing timing, too. Ain't that a shame? The 0-1 pitch is right down Broadway almost. And cutter there I was out in front of and fouled it off down the third base line. So I've dug myself an 0-2 hole in a hurry here. Oh, chopper inside out on the sinker, way off the inside corner. Simple ground ball for the first baseman. Call that one 3 unassisted for the second out here in the top of the third. As we move on, we have Peyton Burdick hitting .400 on the season. He's up to the plate for the Cubs here in the bottom of the third. Nobody out, nobody on, still tied at 1. The 0-1 pitch to him is a ground ball to the right side. And we're going to have to hurry. He's booking down the line. We get him by a step and a half there, and that is the first out in the bottom of the third. A couple batters later, it's Matt Vierling. He's hitting .272 on the season. Got a walk on his first plate appearance earlier. And with nobody on, a 2-2 count. Let's see what we get. Another routine ground ball. I like it. You now have an 0-for-1 line score with that walk, sir. All right, top of the fifth. Runners on the corners. 2 away. And I'm standing in for the third time here in this game. Still have Caleb Killian on the mound for the Cubs. I'd like to get a base hit here and drive in a run. First pitch is at the knees. Cutter there out in front of just a smidge. Fouled off and 0-1 the count. I'm hitting .220 on the season with runners in scoring position. That's not good. And swinging at cutters low and away like that is not going to help that stat any. We're now looking at another 0-2 count here. One of these days I'll keep the bat on my shoulder, but not today apparently. The 0-2 pitch way off the plate away. Curveball there, not even close to the zone. 1-2 the count after watching that one go by. The 1-2 pitch from Killian. Also off the plate away. Cutter again. 2-2 the count after watching that one. What are we going to see on 2-2? Four-seamer inside? No, floats the curveball past me. Oh, man, swing and a miss, and the mighty Casey has struck out. Wow. Brutal. All right, bottom of the fifth, 1 out, nobody on. We have Luis Torrens at the plate for the Cubs. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Has a full count in this at-bat, though, so we're going to see a payoff pitch here from Frankie Montes. It's going to result in a ground ball. To me, at second base, we'll throw to first and get him easily. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Top of the eighth coming back at it. I'm standing in for the 4th time here for the Cardinals. We're still tied at 1. There's nobody out, nobody on. Except now we have Adrian Sampson on the mound for the Cubs. He's got that 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 94 on the sinker. Nothing else quick. Even his cutter is only 87. Slider just off the inside corner, but it's called a strike. Thank you, home plate umpire. I appreciate it. Next pitch from Sampson. It's off the outside corner. Another slider. 1-1 the count. 38,283 in attendance today here at the friendly confines. Ripper into center field there. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's what we like to see. Runner on first now with nobody out in the top of the eighth. This is exactly what the Cardinals need. We're going to score another run in this one. Holy mackerel. It's been an interesting 8th inning. Coming back to it, it is 6-4 with the Cubs in the lead. Top of the 9th, 2 outs, nobody on. Jonathan Loisiga on the mound. I guess that's how you say his name. He's got a 100-mile-an-hour sinker, 90 on the circle change, 100 on the four-seamer. Here we go, first pitch. Rip that slurve. Just a little foul. He sent that one right down Broadway, just being early on that one. Makes for an 0-1 count. The next pitch. Come on, big guy. Not going to swing at that one. 96-mile-an-hour sinker off the inside corner at the knees. Watching it go by results in a 1-1 count here. The third pitch of the at-bat. Late swing on the sinker at 98. That was right down Broadway. And the foul ball makes for a 1-2 count. And down to our final strike in this one. Oh, and I swung at the slurve off the outside corner. Cubs win game number 2. Let's move on to game number 3 and see who wins the rubber match of this 3-game series. Oh, yeah, load it in there. There we go. Top of the first. Finally a no-score game so far. I'm batting second today. Hitting .239 on the season now. 1 out, nobody on. I'm going up against Cade Horton on the mound for the Cubs. He's got a 98-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 95 on the two-seamer, nothing else quick. First pitch from him is that four-seamer just above the knees. Good swing timing, bad contact. So it ends up being a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Easy take on pitch number 2. Curveball way inside. So 1-1 the count. That's fairly decent, I guess. Next pitch. Sent into right field. That's going all the way to the corner. This is going to be an easy double here. You betcha. Hung up in the ivy. We'll stay at second because I'm more than happy with a double. That makes things a little easier on the batting average side of things, right? All right, nothing happens with it, though. As bottom of the first, still no score. Seiya Suzuki at the plate for the Cubs here. He's leading things off. 1-1 the count for him. Interesting seeing how starter Mike Soroka has thrown no pitches. And a little chopper to me. We'll throw him out at first. And 3 pitches is all it takes to get the first out in the bottom of the first. Top of the second, it's a 2-1 ball game now. Cubs have a 1-run lead, but the bases are loaded and 2 out as I'm standing in for the second time here. Cade Horton is still on the mound. If we hit a grand slam, that might force him out of this game. But I'd be happy with a base hit. First pitch from him. Oh, two-seamer just above the zone. Got a piece of it, fouled it off. We have an 0-1 count now. Second pitch of the at-bat from Horton. Right up the middle. That's going to score 2. Into center field there. And you betcha, there it is. A 2 RBI single. I like it. Cardinals now have a 3-2 lead here in the top of the second with 2 away. I like it. Top of the fourth, it's a 4-2 ball game. Cardinals have the lead. 2-run advantage now. I am 2 for 2 on the day. Got the easy part of the cycle done. Double and a single on my line score. The runner on second and 1 away. Cade Horton is still on the mound for the Cubs here. He checks on the runner at second. He's safe. Okay. 1 away there. Runner at second just about got nabbed. Let's see what pitch number 1 from Cade Horton looks like in this at-bat. Late swing on a four-seamer on the outside corner. Yep, he got me and got me good on that one. Not even close to catching up to that 98-mile-an-hour heater. Sends a 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer to me, and I was out in front of that one. A foul tick makes it 0-2. There's an easy take. Four-seamer off the outside corner. Finally earns me a ball in this at-bat. 1-2 the count now. The next pitch. Oh, swinging feebly at the slider over the outside corner, but way below the knees. And we now have a strikeout on our line score today. Bottom of the fourth, nobody out, nobody on. We have Jared Walsh at the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in the first inning. He's got an 0-2 count here against starter Mike Soroka this time around. And he pops one up. Okay, pitcher's going to take that one. Pop up back to the pitcher, so P1 for those of you keeping track at home. Put that on your scorecard. 5-3 the score now, the top of the sixth. Cardinals with a 2-run lead. Runner on first and 2 away as I'm standing in for the 4th time in this one. I am 4 for 12 on the series so far. Here we go with Ryan Jensen on the mound for the Cubs now. Got into the bullpen a little early. And I hit a four-seamer, light floater out into the alley in right center. It's going to be an easy play for the right fielder. He makes it. And yeah, the 6th inning is now heading to the bottom half. Top of the 9th, it's a 5-6 ball game. Cubs have a 1-run lead here. There's nobody out, nobody on. I'm leading things off here in the final inning of the game. 2 for 4 line score. We have Jonathan Loaizaga on the mound. Let's get that 100-mile-an-hour sinker. 100-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 90 on the circle change, 89 on the slurve. First pitch gets a slurve by me. Man, I was geared for that fastball, something ferocious. First pitch, hack and swing and a miss, makes an 0-1 count. Not the way we want to start things here today. Oh, it's another swing and a miss and a slurve below the knees. What am I doing here? That is ugly. 0-2 the count after 2 ugly swings and misses. The next pitch from Loaizaga. Off the plate away with the slurve. 1-2 the count. Trying to work our way back into this at-bat here. Come on, big fella. Give me something to connect on. Nope. Swing and a miss. The pitch off the outside corner. Was dropped by the catcher, but he recovers to pick it up, throw it to first. 2-3 put out completes a strikeout for the first out here in the top of the 9th. Cubs win the rubber match here of game number 3. Final score of 6-5. So they take 2 of 3 from us when we come to visit at the friendly confines. So that is the end of the series. Also going to be the end of this episode. For those of you still hanging out with me, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. And we will see you in the next one.